Hello everyone, GameDog here, and welcome back to Let's Play Stick Ranger. Now, I did a very minimal amount of grinding off screen, and I got a couple cool things. Some really cool things. I got the Blackstone 6, and I got the Katanas card, because I said the name just kind of interested me, and you know what, I was 100% correct. It is a weapon exclusively for the Gladiator. Now, take a look at this. What the Longsword card 5 does is it increases your length by 15. That's pretty neat on its own. What this does is it increases it by 10, which isn't as fantastic. However, it increases your general attack by 40%. That is a fantastic item for him, so I'm going to equip it to him, even though it does lower the length of his katana. But I think it's going to be worth it, given the kind of damage that allows him to have. Like, honestly, look at that damage now, 122 to 132. And well, this is just a flat upgrade, so let's equip that to the priest, and then let's escape. Now, okay, I believe. Yeah, I believe in this episode, I would really like to go to the next forest level. I want to say it's Forest 5. Right over here. Ah, yes, here it is. And let's see. Actually, let's keep that equipped for now. Yeah, let's go to Forest 6. What on earth is all this? Okay. It appears we have. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that's different. That did like 6,000 damage to each member. What on earth is all this? I have never seen a monster one-shot my whole team before. That is crazy. Let's see here. Okay. What I'm gonna assume that, oh my goodness, that is crazy. You know what I want to do? Okay, I think I'm gonna start using this strategy again, in which I basically, yeah, whenever that little beam hits the ground, yeah, that is a crazy amount of damage for that. Okay, in that case, we gotta be super careful around that, or try to kill this guy first, which I am trying to do right now, because these other monsters really don't do too much damage, all things considered. They are doing quite a number on our Gladiator, though. Yeah, Gladiator's dead right now. Okay, I'm doing this not only. Okay, I'm exclusively doing this just so. Oh wow, just so this guy doesn't kill us right away, because that is. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, that does like. Oh my goodness, that is. Okay, that is interesting. I've never died this much on a single level before. I really don't know what I want to do. Well, I do want to do that level eventually, but for now, you know what? I don't do this that often. I do want to see what the tree is, but I think I'm actually going to back out of that level too. So that's 2 levels that I just flat out cannot do due to the inability of my skill right now. So I say we hit on to hell. Like, I just want to see what this level is right now, and what on earth are these triangle guys? Okay, well, they're ground enemies, so this is going to be a little bit better. They appear to, did they take damage from poison? They might be immune to it, but I'm willing to, oh no, they don't, they're turning green. Okay, so, yeah, they appear to, not really be that crazy, all things considered. They actually, aren't really doing that much damage overall. Okay, this is more my skill level. Maybe I was just a little under level for that area, which is likely, but not possible, given how much off-screen grinding I actually do. I should equip this for this area, just because these guys don't appear to resist fire. Though that is something I'm expecting to see a lot in this area, just enemies that just generally resist fire. Then it's going to give us a better chance to find. Ooh, okay, that's a bit more dangerous. It's going to give me a better chance to find some rare drops, because that is kind of something I'm looking for right now. Because I do want to see like what some more powerful weapons in this area are. In this area, we have some more of these fools right now. You know what I could try doing? I'm thinking of try this. I'm going to try and leave all of my guys on this side. If anyone wanders over, so be it. I'll deal with them when they come here. Yeah, these like red triangle heads are actually a big pain right now. Where is the Gladiator? I want to maybe drag him onto. There wasn't a rice ball there. I want to drag him onto a rice ball at some point. All right, here's. Yeah, all right, here's one. Can I grab the... There he is. All right, let's move on, just because some of them seem to have come over a little bit. So it's only these 2 enemies. Oh, what is this? That is, that's an interesting enemy. It appears to have pretty good range as well. Maybe not infinite, but it does appear to do quite a number overall. Okay, I kind of want to kill this enemy right here, and then maybe we'll just like move on. Okay, maybe I could just, yeah, what I'm thinking to do, I think I'm going to try and do this classic strategy, but with the priest. Hopefully that enemy on the right does not resist the priest's poison, because that might be a pain if he actually does. Yeah, this seems to be doing quite a number on him. Though this poison doesn't seem to be doing too much. I don't know, maybe we've gotten to that point again in which the priest is like not overpowered. Because, okay, one of the things I've noticed at this point in the game is, or at the very least like the last few levels, is that for the levels in which the priest could poison enemies, he is among like one of our best rangers. Like, he may even do cumulatively more damage than the magician does, just because the poison does so much over time. Like, it lasts so long, it does 2 to 3 damage per like millisecond it's on the opponent too. That is some ridiculous damage. Like that can like let me give you a let me tell you something. The very first enemies we fought in the game had 10 health. This is doing like 10 health per second. And or maybe even more really, because it does appear to have a more general range when it comes to like what it can actually accomplish. Then I've actually experimented with this too. The poison itself seems to cumulatively do over 2,000 damage to an enemy per shock of the poison. The fact that I have not killed many of these guys yet really shows me that this is where the difficulty is really going to start racking up again. Though admittedly, the difficulty, oh, now I see what these are. They're just like flat, like volcano effects. I notice there are a lot of enemies that actually do that. Maybe the developers finally realized how powerful that weapon is. Among like the greatest weapons of all time. The flipping like, oh man, the volcano is so good. Like I can't believe not many other people actually use that. I actually got really lucky to have that effect proc right there. You know, looking at the spirits and what they actually do, I'm starting to wonder if the Fire Spirit 1 may actually be the best spirit in the game, because it does actually it serves a very similar effect. However, it's more concentrated, which means it can happen. It can hit more enemies at once. Or it's like more reliably going to hit more enemies at once, because when an enemy clumps up to people, if I can get like a single shot in that area, it deals a lot of damage to enemies overall. That and it's the only spirit, as far as I'm concerned, that has a 100% chance of going off. So I'm starting to wonder if like the Fire Spirit 1 is actually the best spirit in the game, which is not something that happens often with those kinds of weapons, or those kinds of combo items. Like very rarely will the level one be the best of the pack, though. This one seems to be doing quite well as well. What I would do to balance it to make it a bit better is maybe increase the chance of like the damage on itself I'm fine with, but maybe increase the chance of which it actually happens. Like maybe 1 in 4. Of course, then again, those are some pretty big fire shots, so maybe a little bit more would actually be a little bit more wieldy. Let's see. I really hope that's not your. I really hope that's your health bar, because you seem to be yeah, that was. Oh, wait a second. There's garnets here. Ooh. Oh, wait a second. That's the garnet 6. Where's the garnet 5, and why didn't I get it? That's interesting. I've been buying all the books. You think I would have saw that? Well, I'm going to equip that regardless. Let's go back here and actually, I want to say we've probably defeated every enemy on that level. That's why I was staying, by the way. So let's actually rush over to the boss and actually see what he can do, because yeah, because honestly, I feel I've spent enough time exploring this level, so let's just, yeah, it's just like these kinds of enemies now. There are a lot of level. Oh, wait a second, we can actually take this out right here. Oh, this is a pretty good grinding spot, actually, because there are so many, quote-unquote, weak enemies by comparison to what, of course, again, I say that, but, like, most of these enemies are statistically stronger than like the first mega boss, even, because we have come quite a long ways since then. Okay, when you do kill an enemy though, and you get that effect though, it really has a really like chain effect and actually kills like 5 things at once there. That's really interesting. Okay, so let's see. I'm not gonna waste my time with these guys over here. I'm just gonna rush over to the boss of the area. You're missing very minimal health. Don't even know how you took damage, but let's see. Okay, the boss is a. Let's see. The boss shoots like 5 of those things. Okay, that's kind of an issue. Let's drag you over here, because I feel let's see. I do feel that he can actually take care of things on his own. And as soon as all these guys die, I'm gonna start getting the ranged fighters involved. Though they seem to be doing a pretty good job on their own. They're not taking too much damage, all things here, especially the priest. I don't even think he's gotten hit. Yeah, he hasn't gotten hit. That or he got an ING or rice ball. He probably did. Okay, now we're gonna start to now we kind of need to employ some skill here. What I could try to do, you know what? I think I think this unit might actually be a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna hide you back here, and then you're basically gonna be free damage for everyone else. Because once all of these stickmen are gone, what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to just have my magician just camp inside the boss, kind of like this. At which case he'll be able to deal a lot of damage to enemies overall. Maybe the poison overall will be a better choice, but I feel this is a solid decision. So let's see here. The priest is dead now, so I really don't have much of a choice unless I want to revive him, which I really don't right now. Let's grab these just so I have some more health to play around with. Toss a little like ball of lava, you guys. Okay, that when it does hit an enemy though and gets stuck in them, it really does do a lot of damage. And the fact that it's going to be longer as a result of how did that not explode? Oh, these don't explode midair. Yeah, they don't explode in midair. Oh, they still do damage though. Not as much. So it's pretty much like exactly. So I'm basically fighting enemies with the volcano. That's interesting. Because honestly, I really like quote unquote kind of mirror matches like that. Ones that like force you to go against weapons that you really like. I really think that's an interesting mechanic that games always have. Like you use these kinds of weapons all the time, but how dangerous would they be though if enemies were to utilize them? And the answer is pretty dang dangerous. Because honestly, just look at this. Now, okay, our fire is getting to the point at which it's actually like okay, if I were to just put him down and let him cast all he wants, it's getting to the point at which by the time he shoots a second fire, the fire from the first one actually hasn't disappeared yet. And that is crazy. Like, how much does that? That increases it by nearly 2 seconds. The next one will probably increase it by 2 seconds even. That is a crazy amount of time for that thing to be out. And it actually is going to be dealing a lot of damage. I can just, like, shoot it straight up or into, like, a crowd of enemies like that. Like, that stays a long time, even though it is, like, 0.5 seconds faster, longer than before. Like, that kind of damage does make a difference. I think he even shot 3 there. That is... Yeah, that's really doing a number to him. I want to say he might be dead before all the other enemies are, just by the simple fact that he's stationary, or stationary enough. I mean, walkers don't really move that much at all, so let's see here. I'm getting to the point in which I might actually just camp my my magician on top of enemies for the sake of like getting more damage on them. I mean, they're dropping enough orange or rice balls to make it worth it. I feel. Okay, that was a bad choice. So I got to. No, I didn't. That was his volcano. Oh man, I'm even starting to confuse their fire from mine. That's kind of a problem when that starts happening, though. That's just a fault of like me using this weapon way too much. Are you gonna fire anytime soon? All right, there we go. Maybe I can get one more. Yep, there we go. All right. Oh man, that is doing a ton of damage. Oh my goodness, the fire spirits are real. Okay, so this is gonna be the final enemy, the final like lackey on this boss right here. What is your health at? You're roughly at like a third, or maybe a little bit more. That's still pretty good though. We're making good progress on this boss. Let's toss these over here just so I don't. Okay, let's move these. Okay, let's start tossing these over here so I don't mess them up for the other items. Okay. Oh wow, the fact that he fires 3 and they seem to fire pretty random. Yeah, at very random trajectories makes this a little bit more difficult than I feel it needs to be. I do like this boss though. Like this is an interesting idea, and I do feel that if he does drop something unique, that I can probably maybe grind for it without too much of a hassle. So okay, we're just gonna drag a bunch of these over here. I dropped like 3 bombs there, or like 3 lava bombs there. That's pretty interesting. Oh wow, okay, yeah, the lava is really starting to shine. Okay, I apologize before for not really liking this weapon as much as a super volcano, but like the super volcano, like it's flat. I mean, this weapon is a little gimmicky, but it does do more damage overall, I'd imagine. So I'd imagine it would be worth it. Maybe like 1 or 2 more, or like 2 or 3 more would be able to kill you. Oh man, there's moments like these where it doesn't even like fire at you really. Okay, there we go. That was pretty painless, all things considered. All right, let's leave. And I am very interested to see what the book looks like for this level because I am willing to go out of my way and grind for a few. Yeah, to go out of my way and grind for a few flipping gems if possible. I'm not even sure if I can afford it right now. I probably can. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Diamond 6. Yes, the ruby and heals card. What is a heals card? That's interesting. Huh. Let's see here. Yeah, the ruby 6 might not. Yeah, I'm going to try and grind for the ruby 6 off screen. Oh, I am supposed to come here after the forest. Forest 6 is tough, though. I think I might just continue going on going on about this level here. So let's see here. I think next time I'm going to just flat out try Hell 2. So there we go. Thanks for watching.